welcome to our special Primary 7 edition of Wemyss Jammers.
We are your hosts, Poppy, Maya and Georgie, and today we'll be looking back at 7 years of memories with the pupils from Wemyss Primary School.
Later on we'll be interviewing some of the children who will soon be off to high school, but for now, here's some exclusive video footage from the younger days.
Okay everyone, gather round, it's story time. Once upon a time... Yes, what's wrong? What story are we reading? Well, I was just about to tell you that. Now back to the story. Once upon a time, there was a beautiful princess called... What's the matter? What was the princess called? Well, you were just about to find out. Now back to the story. Once upon a time, there was a beautiful princess called Cinderella, and she lived with her 2 sisters. What's the matter now?
I've got a sister too.
Very nice, now moving on. So Cinderella lived with her 2 sisters, but they weren't very nice to her. What is it now?
Is there a tractor in the story?
No, there's not a tractor in the story of Cinderella.
Can I go to the toilet?
Off you go, but come back quickly.
I need the toilet too.
Please can I go to the toilet? No, you can't all go to the toilet. Look at that, the bell's about to ring for home time. No time to finish the story again.
Aww.
We'll have to try again tomorrow. 5th time lucky.
First day here, I was ready to go, ready to learn, ready to grow. I was ready to see what was in store for me. Remember those days, they will never fade. Remember those days, just like yesterday. School bell rang and we formed the line. It was such an exciting time. Learn new things, make new friends. Friendships will never end. Remember those days, they will never fade. Remember those days, just like yesterday. At first we were shy and a little afraid. Soon those feelings began to fade. Before very long we were right at home. This is where we belong. Remember those days, they will never fade. Remember those days, just like yesterday. So much has happened in years to come. Plenty of laughter, plenty of fun. 7 years in the blink of an eye. How long time has flown. Remember those days, they will never fade. Remember those days, just like yesterday. Remember those days, they will never fade. Remember those days, just like yesterday. Just like yesterday. Just like yesterday.
There have been many highlights throughout their school years. One of the most significant was their critically acclaimed retelling of the Christmas story.
What are you talking about?
The Nativity! Ah yes, ticket sales went through the roof. Parents were queuing out the door desperate to get good seats.
Wait a minute, is that the year that there's not enough space to sit or stand in the hall that parents have to stand in the balcony?
Ah yes, let's see if we can take a look what the nativity was like.
That's enough singing. Wise men, over to you.
We're the 4 wise men.
3.
We're the 3 wise men.
That's better.
We came in a car.
To car.
We came from afar.
That's right.
We bring gifts for the baby.
Where did you put them?
Mold Frankenstein and fur.
I give up.
Thank you for your gifts.
Hey, that's my line.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
No, it's mine.
It's mine.
Stop it. That's it. I've had enough.
But I haven't done my solo yet.
And that's just one more reason for us to stop now.
Well, that wasn't quite what I was expecting.
It's not easy to put on a school show.
What's it they say? Never work with children or animals.
Or children dressed as animals.
Good times we have had, the good times yet to come. Thinking of the times we shared, and we're still so young. Walk this road together, memories last forever. Oh, what fun it's been! Memories, thinking of the days gone by. Memories, now it's time to say goodbye. All our teachers, all our friends, thank you everyone for the good times that we've had. Looking back through the years, looking back at all we've done, think of all the memories, and we're still so young. We walk this road together, memories last forever. Oh, what fun it's been! Memories, thinking of the days gone by. Memories, now it's time to say goodbye. All our teachers, all our friends, thank you everyone for the good times that we've had. Now we're on our way, now we're moving on. What a journey it has been, and we're still so young. We walk this road together, memories last forever. Oh, what fun it's been! Memories, thinking of the days gone by. Memories, now it's time to say goodbye. All our teachers, all our friends, thank you everyone for the good times that we've had. For the good times that we've had.
I'm sure we all remember our own school nativity or show.
I certainly do. I was the star role in my nativity.
You played the role of Mary?
No,
The Angel Gabriel?
no.
What did you play?
The star. I played the star role. I played the role of the star.
Well, that's ironic because you're not very bright.
Anyway, moving on. Next year we're live at East Wales Primary School with our pupils to tell us a little bit of their time at primary.
Wait a minute, I get that now. That's not very fair. 1, me and Georgie were in the same class, and we had a big fight, as always. But we resolved it.
Also, as always.
And we're sitting in the library corner, crying, because we missed our dad. And Miss Warner came over and tried to help us resolve it.
But it was already resolved, and
Everyone was really confused.
So basically, in the middle of the night at our joy, Ollie went to the toilet, and me and the boys wanted to prank him. We all agreed that Stuart would go up to the door and pull a face like this.
I walked into the room half asleep and got the fright of my life and banged my head.
I remember in P5, I went to get a folder or jot from the back of the class. I grabbed it, but as I was walking back to my seat, my foot got caught in the charger cable. I tripped and the computer came falling down, followed by the monitor, keyboard, screen and mouse. Essentially everything on that table. We never told anyone, and Mrs. Sutler snuck it home to husband so he could fix it. He fixed it and we stuck it back into school. We never told anyone, until now, I guess. Whoops!
I remember in primary 6 when Cameron made his own rap song.
That was so good.
He used to sing it all the time, especially on school trips, and everyone would join in.
Yeah, I wonder if he remembers it.
Oh yeah, go something like... My belly's so fat, I eat a lot of wraps. I went to McDonald's and ordered a Big Mac. If I started a fry, it's a nugget to my mash. Yeah, I love McDonald's my whole entire life.
Woo! I remember when we did our Auntie Billy rap song in primary 7.
That was so fun. We wrote the chorus as a class. We wrote the verses in small little groups. I remember it was so hard counting the syllables. In fact, I think I remember the first verse and the chorus. Hit it, Kev.
We're East Streams, hear our rhyme. It's our time to come up and shine. Think before you speak and take care. Let's respect each other, show we're fair. Between friends, banter is fun. Take it too far, friendship's done. That's how banter turns real bad. It makes your friends feel real sad.
I remember in P4 we had a picnic, and Miss Anne made a traditional South African dessert, a milk tart.
Oh yeah, and B and Maya pretty much ate the whole lot.
Not a crumb left for anyone else.
So basically, in P3, Rudy and I wanted this very important book. I was running and someone lay out a blanket. I slipped and fell. Rudy came out of nowhere and took it, and I was left crying.
And we've been best friends ever since.
Oi!
those primary school memories.
Now we are joined by more special guests to tell us more about their experience of Primary 7, more specifically, our joy.
I was running down the dentist stairs at our joy and I started picking up pace at a rapid speed, lots of motion. Tia tried to stop me, but instead hit me in the eyes with a flashlight.
Yeah, and then he fell down all the way. Whoops.
I then came down the stairs to help him back upstairs because it was obviously blinded.
Whoops.
We got to the top of the stairs and Rudy slipped down a grassy hill. I tried to feel out for him, but instead joined him bit at the bottom of the hill. Yep, like Hodda and Dodda. I remember our driving has fell pretty much every day.
Yeah, I was on the floor more than I was on my feet.
Miss Hunter had to make sure she got a photo before he got up.
Wait! Say cheese, Hannah.
Lights out at our drawing. It was the first night and Ruby could not sleep. She had her hand warmer over her mouth and she was breathing so loud.
And then she started humming and then singing.
And then making loads of weird animal noises.
And it was for 10 minutes straight.
We got no sleep.
When the class was at our drawing, me and Sophie got invited to play with shaving foam with full nursery.
I clapped my hands with the shaving foam.
It went all over a little boy's face.
Yeah, but he started laughing.
He also ate it.
I got into an argument with Maya in our drawing in the dorms.
And I brought this little light.
Made of metal, if I may add.
When Maya went to Georgie for advice, she turned her head around and I chucked the light at the back of her head.
Ouch!
At our drawing, I was trying to have some peaceful sleep.
Peaceful, you were banging your bed. I think you were having a nightmare. You had a book in your bed, so I took it out. I didn't want her to hurt herself.
Yeah, but someone was throwing socks at me, but they were cozy, so I curled them back into them and went back to sleep.
I remember when we all went to the pool and they were playing with a ball and I got hit straight in the face. Ouch.
At our drawing, Miss Hunter asked us to take photos of the people on Jacob's ladder.
Yeah, but we mostly took selfies.
Miss Hunter wasn't very impressed.
Yeah, but she did think it was funny.
At our drawing, me, Tyler, Owen and Harris were in a river.
Yeah, November is literally below zero.
Yeah, and I pretty much got hypothermia.
Yeah, and I basically saved them like Superman.
Time ticking by, and time how it flies.
When I started school, I wanted to be an astronaut.
I wanted to be a dog
I
trainer.
wanted to be a teacher.
But when I left school, I knew I wanted to work on TV, of course. A lot of people didn't think I'd make it, but here I am.
Anyway, in our last segment for today, we have some current P7 pupils who are about to start the next chapter of their lives. Let's see what their hopes and dreams are for the future.
I'm sure you will achieve your hopes and dreams.
Stay strong, stay tough, and believe in yourself.
I want to become a nursery teacher.
I want to be a dancer and do the moonwalk on the moon. I want to be an Audrey Outdoor Education Centre instructor. I want to be a professional footballer and play for Red Rovers.
I hope to become an author and an artist.
I want to be a professional footballer or a teacher.
When I grow up, I want to be a teacher or a professional horse rider.
I want to be a famous footballer or singer.
I want to be a professional footballer and play for Rangers.
I want to be the next Gordon Ramsay.
I want to be a professional footballer and play for Rangers and the Scotland national team.
I want to be an artist.
I'd like to work for NASA to be a pilot.
I want to be an engineer.
I'd like to be a professional footballer and play for Celtic. I want to be a fashion designer. I want to be a famous YouTuber or just a regular performer. I want to be a nurse.
I hope to become a PSA or a professional horse rider.
I hope to become a singer or work in dermatology.
I hope to be a teacher. I want to be a professional horse rider. I'll always be friends with Freya, always.
Here we are, standing side by side. Here we go, to the next stage in our lives. What lies ahead? We do not know, but here we are, and here we go. Here we are, standing side by side. Here we go, the next stage in our lives. What lies ahead? We do not know, but here we are, and here we go. We remember these days. We remember these times all our lives, and when many years have passed, I shall remember you. Here we are, our days here are done. Here we go, we're ready to move on. What lies ahead? We do not know, but here we are, and here we go. We remember these days. We remember these times all our lives, and when many years have passed, I shall remember you. We remember these days. We remember these times all our lives, and when many years have passed, I shall remember you. I shall remember you. I shall remember you.
Well, that's it for our primary school special.
We would like to take this opportunity to wish everyone who is moving on to the future the very best of luck.
Whatever you're doing, wherever you're going, we hope you'll always remember your time here at East Weems.
Your primary school days have helped shape who you are today. And although the change is around the corner and it can be hard, this is an exciting time of your lives.
Class of 2025.
Goodbye and good luck.